Hey there. I hung out with my son last week for Father's Day, and we had a conversation about forgiveness. And it got me to thinking, what's it all about, Alfie, as far as forgiveness is concerned? Check this out. Forgiveness is not enabling. You can forgive someone while still enforcing healthy boundaries. And choosing forgiveness does not mean removing pain or ignoring the pain. It means refusing to let pain control who you become. And this is super duper important. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. It means freeing yourself from carrying the hurt of what they did to you in your heart. You can release the pain without returning to the fire. Let me repeat that for y'all in the back. You can release the pain without returning to the fire. Hello, beautiful human. This is Robin R. Robinson with Big H Love. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you feel as good as you look because you look good, hunty. Yes, you do. Today is Friday, June 26, 2026, and it is 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I took last Friday off, Juneteenth. I hope you guys I hope you guys missed me because I missed you. But anywho, let's get back to what is forgiveness. Forgiveness is an internal process that requires releasing anger, resentment, and the need for revenge. It's something you do for yourself, not for the perpetrator. Matthew 18:35 says forgiveness must be genuine, not just verbal. You can't just be talking loud and saying nothing, okay? However, reconciliation is a relational process. It's about how you choose to continue or not a relationship after harm has been done and trust has been broken. Now, as far as for me in my home, if harm has been done and trust has been broken, I am not excited about welcoming their trifling ass back into my space. You feel me? Reconciliation requires mutual effort, apology, change behavior, accountability, time, etc. And this would be a choice. This would be a choice, not a condition of forgiveness. Granted, this doesn't mean we minimize or ignore the damage inflicted on us when they stomped on our feelings and then mashed them into the ground with their 4-inch size 8 designer platform boots, okay? Nor nor does it mean inviting that person back into the comfy spot on the couch while we eat popcorn, watch a movie, and kiki. Nah, son, forgiveness does not require reconciliation. Forgiveness does not require reconciliation. It's about your peace, not their comfort. So check it out. There's a little story. Last week, I received a DM and a Facebook friend request from someone I have not seen or spoken to since 2018. And I'm going to make a long story shorter, so I'm not going to go into a lot of particulars. But this person was pissed off because I did not tell them that I had moved to Texas after I left Cali. And the last time I checked, Hunty, last time I checked, I am grown, fully and completely grown. And my decisions are my decisions. I've been grown for a minute, and I definitely was grown in 2018. So at the end of our prickly conversation, she demanded, and I quote, "Don't you, don't you, don't you ever call me again." And I said, okay. And then she hung up on me. I wasn't up for a fight, so, hey, whatever. I had so much on my mind anyway. I didn't think much about it. I just moved to my place in Texas, and I had recently started a new job that I wasn't feeling, and I was not feeling Texas, and I was wading through a whole heap of Texas terrain that was getting on my last black nerve, okay? My last black nerve. So who would have thought last week when I heard from her? I'm thinking, she must be bored AM completely. She's no longer in the country, and I wish I would fly my black ass over the pond to see somebody who hung up on me. Okay? One thing I am not, and that is a fool. She came from somewhere back in her long ago. Nonetheless, Colossians 3:13 says, "Be gentle and ready to forgive. Never hold grudges. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others." And I get that. And I have forgiven her for hanging up on me, but that does not mean I have to see her or speak to her or have her in my life ever again. Fun fact, did you know that we are usually collateral damage of other people's brokenness? 9 times out of 10, folks are deep in the briar patch when they unleash their torrent of demons on us. They were going through it. And I know you've heard this quote. You know, unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Can you spell delusional? So, as a result of harboring unforgiveness, ultimately it hurts you, me, we, us. It's not good for you, honey. It's not good for the soul. It's not a good look because it makes you bitter. And being bitter causes resting bitch face. And that is not a good look. It really is not. It is not a good look, okay? So, moral of the story. You can forgive someone and still keep your distance and never encounter them again. You can forgive someone and still keep your distance and never encounter them again. Forgiveness sets you free, but boundaries keep you safe. And above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Forgiveness isn't saying they were right. It's saying I refuse to stay stuck. Your future is worth more than staying angry. Okay? Your future is worth more than staying angry. You forgive for yourself, not for them. God steps in when you let go and the hurt. God steps in when you let go of the hurt and anger. He steps in when you let go of the hurt and anger. So release others so that you can free yourself. I get it. When someone has done you dirty, it can be extremely hard to forgive because you're angry, you're hurt, you're looking for justice. And when you're hurt, it's hard to see them. When you're hurt, it's hard to see the humanity in people. But this is what we must do. Remember, forgiveness and reconciliation are two different protocols, but forgiveness is key. I hope this helps. And I know it's a very layered subject, but ultimately you got to do what's right for your soul. And I'd love to hear about your thoughts on forgiveness. Please leave them in the comments. Okie dokie. Alrighty, well, gorgeous human, I'm gonna jump off, but I thank you again for listening to Big Age Love with Robin R. Robinson. Can she talk today? Can she? It must be the heat. It's gonna be at least 100 degrees for the next 5 days here in Texas. That's so much fun, and it's gonna be wet too. Oh, gee. Goody, goody, goody. Anyway, please continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks a bunch for listening. I really appreciate you. And, yesterday was June 25th. It was the 17th anniversary of Michael's untimely demise. And he's with the ancestors now, moonwalking on the streets paved in gold and spreading his loving light with everybody around. Everybody. It's just heaven up in heaven. So I've been rocking Earth Song for days. I love that song. It's my favorite MJ song. So continue to rest in power and peace, MJ. And as for you, remember to take care of your splendid self from the top of your crown, the top of your magnificent crown, even if it's thinning, to the top of your pinky toe, even if it has a corn on it, okay? I'll talk to you later if God's willing and the creek don't rise. And as long as my channel's still on. So you take it easy now. You be well, you be happy, and you be blessed. I'll talk to you later. Peace.